this is a Big Mac. It's a delicious hamburger, isn't it? But it also give us a pretty easy way to understand economics. The Big Mac index is a measure that economists use to say how rich are the countries. For example, they say you how much time you need to work in order to buy a Big Mac. It's an index. If, for example, in Tokyo City you need 10 minutes in order to buy a Big Mac, in cities like Nairobi, Africa, you need like 158 minutes to work for a Big Mac. And for example, in India, you need 68 minutes to be able to pay for a Big Mac. Now, it sounds very easy to understand, but there's a fundamental problem with this kind of index. It's all like any other index in economies. For them, all what matters at the end of the day is money. And money is not always a good quantifier of people's lifestyle. To be more simpler, you cannot explain the value of happiness of a person. That's why in the future you will have more than money to measure the people's behavior or happiness or even economics. You will have time, and you have space, and you have also money as a exchange of currency. And what I mean with this is, like, in the future you won't only rely on money to pay for something. You will also trade with time, and you can also trade with space. And what just happening now in 2100 is like a company called TODs, which calls for stochastic services, has just found out a brilliant idea on how to capitalize with these time systems. Now, time has his own kind of money, which recalls as time exchange unit, and the space are the same way. They have space exchange unit. The way this company have done it, they have fully optimized the time with a lot of devices. They offer a huge variety of services and devices that helps you optimizing your time. For example, there's a device that tells you that you can sleep for 2 hours instead of 8 hours, but just by controlling the effectiveness of your sleep. In other words, it just helps your brain going faster to go to effective time of sleep, rather than wasting your 8 hours trying to reach that level. That's one of the examples. And there's plenty of more devices. And this is brilliant, because now in the future, people is able to have not only 1 or 2, but 7, 8 job positions. They have time for their families, and they have also time for social network to give back to the community. This is an astonishing product that is revolutionary. The way the people lives, and this has been successfully implemented in the outskirts of Turin, in the industrialized part. And now that the company just signed the contract to implement this system in the historical center of Turin, then Turin will be a perfect city, an example of how things should be done in an effective and perfect way.
Rubbish. This is Italy. We need our Italian identity. We are not time freaks. And we don't have obsession with perfectionism. We like to be creative. We like to talk with other people about our ideas. And when I'm working, I like to take my espresso whenever I want and then continue working. And I'm not a time slave.